Welcome back to CordcuttersLI, where we help to save you money on your cable bill. Today we're going to take a short break from the streaming apps and devices you normally see here at CordcuttersLI and enter the world of retro gaming. I have here in my hands the all-new MP100 Mini Gaming PC from KinHank. Yep, the same people that brought us the very popular G1 Android TV streaming box a month or two ago. This box is a fully functional Windows 11 PC that can connect to your TV and play thousands of games from your favorite gaming consoles from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. I'll get to all the specs in a minute, but for starters, it comes with a 500 gigabyte hard drive, jam-packed with over 60,000 retro games for you to enjoy. And since it's a Windows 11 PC, you can do all the things you'd normally do on your computer, all while connected to your big screen TV. This is not a sponsored video, but the folks out at KinHank were nice enough to send me one of these MP100 Mini Gaming PCs so I can show you all about it. So if you're ready to see this thing in action, sit back, relax, and let's go. Okay, so for a quick look inside the box, this is the PC itself. It says KinHank Mini on top. On both sides, you've got plenty of ventilation. On this side, you have a micro SD card slot. On the front, you have the power button, 3 USB 2 ports, and 1 USB 3 port, and a headphone jack. On the back, it actually has two or dual video outputs, one HDMI and one DisplayPort, as well as 2 gigabit LAN ports, and then the power port. Speaking of power, it does come with a nice power adapter, 12 volts with a nice long cable, a nice long HDMI cable. It comes with one GameSir gamepad, rechargeable, has a micro USB cable to charge that as well. This gamepad I was pretty impressed with. It definitely feels very good in the hand, way better than most of the retro gaming devices or consoles that you're going to see out there. I've had the chance to play with this. I'm not a big gamepad person myself. Back when I played retro games, before they were retro games, for me it was like a joystick and stuff, like the old Atari 2600 and things like that, which this game console, by the way, has plenty of games for. Oh, I forgot to mention, on the bottom of the box, or on the back, depending on how you have it, it has 2 screws, and it has this little Visa mount, so you can connect this to the back of your TV. Also comes with a little bag of screws, which will be all that you need to do that with. Back to the specs. This has a 256 gig SSD hard drive for the Windows 11 operating system, and it has a 500 gigabyte hard disk drive, again loaded with all of those games and emulators that make all this stuff work. That's enough talking about it. Now let's get this thing plugged in and see how it works. Alright, so it boots up to Windows 11, and it comes pre-installed with this RetroBat shortcut. This is the program that starts the actual emulators and gets all the games going. Alright, so the console does not come with a mouse or a keyboard. I guess they assume that everybody has one of those at home. So if you connect a USB mouse, you can go ahead and just open this up. You could also set this to automatically start this program when the computer boots up. At the end of the video, I will show you the steps how to do that. It's really quick and easy, but I'll save that to the end. So let's go ahead and start the RetroBat program, and let's get right into it. So it's a pretty cool splash screen little video going on here. Sort of a collage of a bunch of old games that play, and it boots up, eventually gets to this nice KinHank Games retro splash screen. This is where the gamepad controller comes in. You can see all of the buttons that you need to push at the bottom of the screen there to navigate around here. But basically, as you can see, there are 64,891 games in all. Now, a lot of these are duplicates. There'll be, for example, Miss Pac-Man. There might be 50 games of Miss Pac-Man and other similar games. Well, let's just quickly go through the list of the different consoles here. 3DO, you have Commodore Amiga 500, Amstrad, Arcade, Atari 2600, the 5200. All the Atari consoles are accounted for here. Cave, ColecoVision, Commodore 64, Capcom 1, 2, 3, Dreamcast, Family Computer, FB Neo. Just go quickly scroll through this list. Genesis, MAME, Mega Drive, Sega Mega Drive, M2, MSX 1 and 2, Naomi 2, TurboGrafx CD, Neo Geo, N64, Nintendo DS, NES, NESH, Odyssey 2, remember some of these? PlayStation, of course, PS2, PS3. No real games in PS3 to speak of, so we'll skip that. PSP Minis, PlayStation Portable, Sega Saturn, and some Wii games, not a lot. 3 Wii games, basically. I didn't check those out. I don't think that there's really much in there to play with. And then we're back to all games again. You can set any of the games that you find as a favorite, and you can put them here. Right now there's none saved. I haven't done that yet. Now there is a few ways to find the game that you want to play. One way is to go to the console itself, and then to go into that console. For example, let's go into the Atari 5200. And you'll be able to see all the list of the games that are available here. And then you find one that you want to play, and you can just play it. You see that little stuff that's going on at the top and the bottom of the screen? That's only because I'm on this capture card. This did not happen when I connected this on my monitor, so don't worry, you're not going to see that. All right, let me go back out. The other way that I search for games, I think the easiest way to search for a game is just out here at this main screen. And if you look down at the bottom, it says search. If you go hit the X button on the gamepad, you can search for any game that you want. And that I found is the easiest way to find what you're looking for. So for example, let me search for GoldenEye. Just search for the word golden. You don't need to do the whole thing. A lot of Golden Axe. Again, this is what I was talking about earlier. There are a lot of different versions of the same game. Oops. But here we are. GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64. I'm going to demonstrate that with a few of the other games. So let's jump right in and do that. Some Sonic Adventure 2. My daughter was awesome at this game. I just couldn't get her to come over and demonstrate this for us. So you'll have to live with my horrible gameplay. But yeah, this one works really well. No issues whatsoever. Except that I really stink at it. Alright, some GoldenEye. Nintendo 64. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at these games. Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero on Mega Drive. I've got one move. Sticking with it. Okay, some Street Fighter 3 on the Dreamcast. Alright. Okay, some Double Dragon 3 on Genesis. Getting my butt kicked. Get out of the way here. Okay. Can't even get a punch off here. Okay, get my bearings. Just mashing buttons. Alright, this is Miss Pac-Man on Mega Drive. There are a bunch of Miss Pac-Man versions that you need to kind of a little bit of trial and error to find out which is the best one that works. This is the one that I've found that seems to be the closest to the arcade game version. Mega Drive. Something a little bit more my speed. Those other games were a little after my time. Okay, so as I said earlier, I'm going to show you now how to get this RetroBat shortcut to automatically run when you start up the device. So you will need a USB keyboard and mouse to do this. We'll go over to File Explorer and open that up. There are probably a number of ways that you can do this, but this is the way that I have done it forever, and it's pretty easy. In the address bar at the top, you type shell, and then colon, common, the word common, and space startup. Okay, so that's going to open up. It's a lot quicker than typing this entire path, because this is basically the path it brings you to. All right. And then you will right click on that shortcut and then just drag it in there. So being that I'm right clicking, I'll have the option when I let go to copy here. So I'm going to copy the shortcut to that folder. You will need administrative permissions to do it, so you can just click continue. And now that's done. So now let's go ahead and I will restart the device. And let's see what happens. Okay, Windows 11 is starting up. Give it a moment. I've not clicked on anything. And there we go. So once you do this, it's a set it and forget it thing. You will no longer need the keyboard and mouse connected. Right from here, you'll just use the gamepad or any other controllers that you connect to the device. All right, so there you have it, the MP100 Mini Gaming Retro PC from KinHank. I will go ahead and put the Amazon link below in the description, so you can go ahead and check it out if you want to. If you do give it a try, I'd really like to hear from you. Put some comments down below. Let me know what your favorite games are, what you do with it, and so on. I think you really have a lot of fun with this box. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed anything you saw here today, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, share this and all of your favorite CordcuttersLI videos with your friends. This not only helps to get my videos shown to more people on YouTube, it also helps to support the channel. Thanks for watching.